Okay, YouTube, this is my fan assisted oven. Basically it's about 20 years old now, and the problem is when I try and turn the oven on, nothing happens. Now this selector switch is dodgy, it won't come on. So basically this is going to be my second video. I've already done one. So basically, to find the model number, if you open this little drawer down there, then the model number is just written just there. And then what you do, you've got several screws you have to undo. You've got one there, there's another one just there, another one just there, and then if you open this door, there's just that silver one just there in the corner, just there. You'll have to remove all of these heater knobs, obviously unplug it from the gas and unplug it from the electricity, and also you've got a few more screws to undo just behind here, one here, there's another one in the middle, and then there's another one on the far end. Also you have to remove everything off the top, so I'm just going to start doing that now. So using my trusty electric screwdriver, we're just going to start removing these screws. Okay, that's one there. Then we've got this one. And then the one right at the end. Okay, so once all these three screws are out, and last one. Try not to mix up your screws. These are the screws for the front plate. They're all different sizes and different well, thread widths and everything like that, so just pay attention where you take the screws from so you know when to put it back. So once you've done all of that, you then have to remove some of the screws in the back. So remove all. We'll have to remove all of these. Remove all of these. Okay, so you've got screws here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then, sorry, this is a bit dirty, 1 there. There are several more, but unfortunately they snapped the first time I've done it. There's another 2 here, unfortunately they snapped as well, and unfortunately this one snapped as well. So there's enough to hold it down, but just bearing in mind, if you do have to remove any of these screws, you might have to drill them out. There's no gas line immediately underneath these screws, but just be careful if you do have to drill it out. Now I've just got to remove the 2 screws there, one at the back, one at this side, and then the one in the middle here, just so you won't be able to see that. So I'm going to remove them ones. Okay, I've removed the 3 screws at the back. On this oven, the 2 end ones have these plastic grommets, and that's the middle one, it didn't have a plastic grommet. So now what we have to do is remove all of these screws. Now these were originally flat, and then I had to change them to M3 screws. So I'm just going to remove all of these screws now. Simply just get your screwdriver and then unscrew it. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, once you've done that, you'll have to remove all of these knobs off. The heat control knob, the temperature, the timer, all the fan assisted. So remove all the knobs. Obviously remember which knob goes where, or else you're going to have slight problems when you're trying to turn your oven on and your gas stove are coming on. So all of these just simply pull out. Some of them are a bit stuck, so just jiggle them out. There we go. And simply just remove them all. Remember to obviously to turn the gas off before you do this. You don't want to inadvertently turn the gas on while playing with it. So pull all the knobs off. There you go. and then this little oven that no one ever bloody uses. So you go, so all of that is off, everything's off now. Be able to pull the top off just like that. Oh, sorry, forgot to mention there's one screw on that side and another screw on that side that has to come out, sorry. So there's also another screw that fixes underneath, but it's screwed from the bottom there, and then there's one there. Once you've taken all of these screws off, just lift it up slowly and you should be able to remove the whole panel. Okay, yes, it isn't clean, unfortunately. Ovens get dirty, but so you've got this switch here which controls the oven here. So just have a look at how the wires are wired in, and then what you've got to do is remove this screw there and this screw here, and then also you've got these two lights, one indicator light there and one indicator light. Just be careful because they could be a bit fragile. So again, you just need to unscrew these two bits. So let's unscrew that one. Oops, there goes the screw, and unscrew that one. Earlier on I said there was a screw underneath. The screw underneath actually fits into that bracket, so you've got one screw that goes there and one screw that goes there, and they screw into the bracket that underneath here. So once you've done all of that, you want to just unplug these. They just slip out, so just if it's the first time you're going to do it, it's going to be quite stiff. Second time it should be quite easy to do it off. So we're going to remove this switch right here. So again, it's just the Phillips screwdriver you need. Also there is I think there is a nut on this one, I'm not 100% sure. So, oops. Okay, I really need to stop dropping everything. Okay, here we go, and remove this one, and hopefully I won't drop this one. So let's see, there we go. At least I didn't drop one. So this is the original. Just take this bearing off. This was apparently an original Kenwood oven switch. It only lasted a year, so I can't vouch for the goodness of the switch, but I've had to go and buy another apparently genuine switch. The original one I think was orange, so this is the replacement. As you can see, it looks exactly the same as that one, so I'm doubting if it was genuine. Just all you have to do is pull off the wires and match them to the corresponding switch. Make sure you haven't got the switch upside down, make sure it's the right way around, make sure it's the right model number and the right serial number. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but just, oh, no, you're not going to be able to see it, unfortunately. So all of these switches have a number and a, okay, it won't focus. Okay, everything has a number. As long as you go by the same numbers, you won't have any problems. So I'm just going to try and mount this so you can actually see me do the switches. Okay, so now I'm just going to copy the switch. So on this one, it's got a number 5A, 4A, 3A, 2A, 1A, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the other side. So I'm just going to move all the wires over. So I'm just going to start at the end, remove this one, and then put it on this one. As you can see, they get a bit burnt out when you can see there's problems with the actual switch. This is the switch what actually burnt, hence why I have to replace it. The wire still looks okay, although the switch contact is slightly damaged. So this one is a double wire, so I'm going to pull that off, put that on there, put that on there, Now I'm going to pull this wire off. So this is what's that, 4A wire, is the grey wire. Pull that off, put it onto this switch, and then so this switch is actually got a bypass, so it's 2 switches. So the next one across will be the orange wire. Let me just move this grey wire, sorry, it's in the way at the moment. Okay, so that one goes, the grey to the grey goes to the A1. So now on that side I only have 1 orange wire left. So remove this wire and just untangle it from everywhere. And then this one, orange wire, goes into A2. So now I've got one side fully working. So now I've got these wires left. So I've got a red one which is on 5, orange on 4, sort of a whitey cream on 3, black on 2, and blue on 1. So again, just remove one by one. If you've got a pair of pliers, you can use that to remove these terminals. It make it a lot easier. So just replace that and then go in order again. So unfortunately these ones are quite sturdy, shall we say. So clip that in there. Orange. Okay, orange into number 4, and then we've got just sort of white creamy one that come off, and that will go to number 3, and the last one will go into okay, so the last one goes into number 4. So everything should be wired up now. So this is the old switch, and as you can see, one of the contacts is just there. Just there is a little bit burnt out. Probably see it better. Just there is a bit burnt out. So now I'm gonna fix the switch back in. Simply untangle all this mess, put this switch in. So just put all the screws back in there, and all the ones that I could put in. You got the 2 screws underneath these 2 bits here, and then the 2 in here, and then you've got 1 screw that goes there. There's actually 4. There's another one there, another one here, and another one just behind there. And don't forget the 2 that go underneath these brackets that screw into the bottom. Okay, I've put everything back together now. Just got to check that the oven selector switch is working. So turn it on. Yeah, temperature's working. Fan, grill, fan assist. Yeah, there you go. So that's all working now. The rest of the knobs are pretty straightforward when you put them on. The gas ones can only go on one way. It's either off or on. And the only one you're going to get confused with is this one and this one, because there's multiple places to put it, and then obviously the timer one. So basically that's it. So now we've got a fully working oven. So if that's helped you, please put a like on the video. As per usual, I don't get paid for any of these videos, so I only do the videos to help other people out with the same problem. So the more subscribers I get, the more videos I can do, and then hopefully I can get the parts cheaper on eBay or Facebook. This part, by the way, I bought from eBay. It's apparently a genuine Kenwood switch, but it burnt out not even a year ago. If you look at my other video, you will see me replacing it. I just done a slightly better one, hopefully, for everyone to see. If you got any comments, just look